Welcome back to Six Flags Over Texas here on Saturday, March the 22nd. And we can see in the distance that the Blue Titan is now running. We're going to get a ride on that today. We see it's got a train going to the top there, the blue track on the Titan right there. That's really cool. And we're going to go in and get a ride on that. They haven't finished painting it yet, but they're going to delay the painting long enough for it to operate during spring breakout. We're going to get a ride on that, plus check the latest developments in the construction of the new ride going in here at Six Flags Over Texas. It's going to be opening in next year in 2026. The B&M dive coaster is going to be over 300 feet tall. We're going to check on that for you and see what's going on over there in that construction area, and go in and have some fun. We're going to maybe get on Aquaman Powerway today because it is going to be in the 80s. Check with you when we get back. Check back with you when we get back, or when we get inside the park. Yeah, we're going to have to try and cut across some traffic here, but we're going to get it done. We'll check back with you here, and once we get inside the park, and hopefully we won't get hit by any cars here. And we get another look at the Titan paint job right there in the distance. That's really cool. Alrighty, heading on in. There, El Diablo. We see that El Diablo is still standing. They are supposedly going to remove that as well because it would definitely be in the way of the new ride if it were still there. So they will have to take that out at some point. They just haven't got to it yet. But we'll get all the updates and see what's going on around the park today during spring breakout here, Saturday, March 22nd. And we are looking there at the future home of the new B&M dive coaster that's coming in that haven't given us an official name for the ride yet. Supposedly more information is coming this spring or during the summer, including the exact specs on the ride and what the name is going to be maybe. It's supposed to be over 300 feet tall. We see that El Diablo is still there, but the Lobby Bore is gone. El Diablo is supposedly going to be removed. We'll have to wait and see what they're going to do with that. But that is a future site of the new B&M 300-foot B&M dive coaster that's coming in, a big gigantic coaster that's going to be taller than the Titan. And we're waiting, and that's going to open in 2026, and we're waiting to get more information, and as we do, we'll keep you updated. In the meantime, we're going to go ride the Blue Titan, which has been is now in the process of being repainted. And it's going to be, we're going to check in on we're going to check that all out for you. So stay tuned. Heading towards the Titan. We're headed towards the Crazy Horse Saloon. They've upgraded the entrance. We don't know what that's supposed to be. We're going to check on it real quick on our way to the Titan. We got some copyrighted music in the background, so we have to be careful. Hit your horse coming on in. We're not sure what that's all about. We'll check it here in a minute. And we're going to head towards the Blue Titan, which you can see in the distance. There it is, the Blue Titan. Alrighty. And we're passing by the Cinnabon, which doesn't appear to be open yet, in the Plum Gift Gadgets and Galore Sugar Shack, or what they call Sugar Shack. Yeah, plenty of candy in there. There's the You Be Dead Undertaker, which is a year-round Halloween Fright Fest merch that you can purchase in there. Really cool stuff in there. And the log ride the log ride appears to be open and running. That's really cool. And we're going to see if the Flume 1 is running. There's the Texas Giant right there, the RMC converted coaster that got converted back in 2011.
It looks like Flume 1 is.
Yeah, Flume 1 is definitely running. There's the water. There it is. Flume 1 is definitely open. There it is. So we'll try to get on that later. That'll be a fun ride to get on. Flume 1. We're going to head this direction. This is, of course, Ellis Aerodero, the very first log flume ride ever to be built. Historical significance to that right there. And we're going to head on in. We're going to head on down to the Titan. New Texas Giant. That's another cool attraction here at Six Flags Over Texas. There goes the log down Flume 1. There it goes. They got nobody in it, so they're testing the ride. There goes another log. I think they're testing the ride with empty logs right now. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Empty logs coming down the log flume ride. Alrighty, we're on our way to the Titan. As of right now, the Titan is in what they call dress rehearsal, so it's not currently included on the Flash Pass. So we'll stand in the standby line, but it's probably not going to be too long because the Titan doesn't always have long lines. So we expect to get on there pretty quick. In the meantime, we're going to get up closer and get a better look at the ride itself as we head down the entrance. Meanwhile, here we go. We're going to see the Sidewinder. This used to be called the Missile Chaser back years ago when they had it over near where Superman Tower of Power is right now. But the Sidewinder is up and running, and we can see that it's got a new fresh paint job on there. That's really cool. That's really cool to see, fresh paint job. They got some refurbishment done on that, and there goes the Titan, the blue Titan. They are not completely finished painting the Titan right now. They're still in the process of painting that, but they paused the painting long enough to have it open for spring breakout. It is not currently on the flash pass, but there's not much line, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. The blue Titan, as you can see, all the supports are being painted white. Some are painted yet. Some have already been painted. Others are still waiting to be painted. And we are now going to get on the ride. Here we go. The blue Titan. There it goes. One of the trains is blue. The other one is still the original orange color. But we're going to get a look at that for you as well. We're not sure how many trains are running, but hopefully they're running at least 2 of them. And hopefully the blue train is running, because I would love to get a ride in the blue train on this. Stay tuned. The Titan, the blue Titan. And we're looking at the blue end brake run there, freshly painted blue on the Titan. And hopefully they got the blue train running, because that's one of the trains. That's the train I'm hoping to get in, the blue train. Really cool. We're gonna get a look at the blue train as it comes back in the station here. That's the blue train there. There it is. We're going to get a closer look here in a minute, but that is the blue train. Really cool. We are looking at the blue track. We're walking underneath the blue track of the Titan. Here it is. Boy, that's a good one. There it is, blue track. They just freshly painted the blue track. We're going to hit up the ramp up here. We're going to see that some parts of the ride are not yet painted blue, but the blue track is in place. I mean, some parts of it have yet to be painted, but they're going to pause the painting long enough for it to run during spring breakout. But once it's completed, it's supposed to have blue track with white supports, and we're going to wait and see if they change the name. But yeah, it's looking good. And there goes the blue train, the new blue Titan train, all blue. There it goes. The blue Titan train. We're going to watch it go up the lift hill here. There it goes. And we're seeing the new blue train leave the station here. That's really cool. That's a really cool looking train there. Wow. On here in just a few minutes. And we see out there the last remnants of Lavi Bora. There it is. That's the Lavi Bora cart. And that's one of the last remnants of Lavi Bora. They took that out to make way for the new coaster coming in, the new dive coaster. Stay tuned for further developments on that. We'll be getting on the Titan here in a minute. Well, we just came off a ride on the new blue Titan, not the new one, it's freshly painted blue Titan. They're still painting they're still painting it. And there it is. We just came off the Titan, which has now been painted blue, as though they're still painting it, but they suspended the painting long enough to open it up for spring break, and we just got off of it. There it is, the blue Titan. Really cool. And we had a good time. It was a good ride. We got the front seat. Really smooth, and the blue paint does add a little bit of something to it, I have to admit. Well, Mike, what did you think of the blue Titan? You like the paint scheme on that, or what do you think?
It was nice.
Yeah, I like riding up front. It gives you a little bit different perspective on the ride, seeing the track in front of you, huh? Anyway, we just got off the Blue Titan. There it is, the new Blue Titan. They're still painting it. And we're on our way. We're going to do Aquaman Power Wave today. It's getting in the upper 80s. We're going to go eat and then go do Aquaman and maybe some other stuff. Stay tuned. And as always, we're walking through what they call the Big Bend section of the park. It's themed after the Big Bend National Park in Texas, here in Texas. And right there, we can see it through the thickets, is the new Texas Giant, which has actually been the way it is since 2011. It was the first of the RMC converted coasters. And there it is, the Texas Giant, the new Texas Giant. All steel and wood. Wood support steel track. We'll get on that later, and yeah, now time to eat. Well, we do see that Flume 1 is now running. A couple of boats just came down. Let's have a look. Got people are in the boats this time, however. I'm going to watch for a second and see if anybody else comes down the Flume. Here comes another Flume. Here comes another boat down the Flume. Here it comes. Not much of a splash, but at least Flume 1 is running. But with the original log flume ride. Yeah, baby. Good to see it running. Okay, we now see that the double cheeseburger is now on the dining plan. It used to be it wasn't on there, now it is. So we're going to try that today. That's really cool if they put that back on the dining plan. Cedar Fair, the new owners of Six Flags, are now making improvements to the dining plans and also to the available food options that are going to be here at the park. So we're going to keep an eye on that for you as well. Well, we are seeing that they're giving us a larger portion of brisket than what they have. I mean, this is a large portion of brisket that they're giving me on my brisket sandwich. We were told that the double cheeseburger was not available yet since they were still cooking them, so I went and got a brisket sandwich. But they are giving a large portion of brisket, I'll have to admit that. Anyway, just to keep you on track, so how much pulled pork did you get on your pulled pork sandwich, Mike?
I got quite a bit.
It's quite a bit, yeah. I think the new ownership is doing is trying to upgrade the food selection and the portions and the service and everything. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. They supposedly hired a executive chef to help out with the food, so that should lead to improvements in the selection of food that you get here at Six Flags. Well, we're walking past the Southern Palace Theater where there's no shows going on right now. We'll have to wait and see what shows they have during this summer. Coming up on starting April 5th will be Viva La Fiesta, the Mexican Heritage Celebration here at Six Flags over Texas. We'll be back for that as well. So stay tuned for all the latest updates. Right now, we're going to get on Aquaman Power Wave. Well, we see that it's fairly crowded out here today. We're going to get on Aquaman Power Wave right there. Yeah. This is spring breakout. It's a good day to come out to the park. It's in the low 80s today, high temperature, windy. Some of the sky screamer may not be running because of the high wind. The tower may not be running either, but most of the coasters are running. Pandemonium is running, and Aquaman Power Wave is running. So we're going to give that a try. Well, and be back with you. Actually, let's see if they're running Aquaman. They may have some. Yeah, they are running Aquaman. I beg your pardon. So we're going to give that a try and then get back with you after we get off the ride. We're going to have a friend of ours to watch our stuff while we get on there. Looks like they're only running on the one boat on Aquaman today, so that's a good thing. We got a flash pass. Without that, it'd be taking a long time to get on. Alrighty. There it goes. Nice music from the movie. Yeah, we're going to get on Aquaman Power Wave. Well, we're in the Aquaman Power Wave line. Now we're going to get on Aquaman Power Wave and get cooled off a bit here in this 84-degree weather. Well, we are now getting on the log flume ride, El Acerradero. We're going to be on the very first log flume ride. We're going to actually stand in line this time instead of using our flash passes. Here at Spring Breakout, Six Flags over Texas. Well, we are getting closer and closer to the log flume ride. We're going to be taking a ride on that real quick. And this log flume 1, actually flume 2 is not even running today, it's just flume 1. Well, we see that flume 1 is running, but flume 2 is not running. This is, there's flume 2 over here. Flume 2 right there, we see that it's not running right now. That's just going to be flume 1, but flume 1 is the original log flume, so if you come out to the park during spring break, you might get a chance to ride on the world's first ever log flume ride. Really cool. We're getting on right now. Our friend the zombie is up and running today. Animatronic zombie, gotta love that. Yeah. And we got a coffin full of t-shirts here. These are the Fright Fest stuff. They keep this stuff year-round in this section of the store here. This is called You Be Dead Undertaker. You can see it right outside the door there. You Be Dead Undertaker. That's right next to the snack shack here, or the and all Fright Fest merch. You got some candy Fright Fest cups over there. All kinds of cool shirts. Our friend the zombie. The Conjuring hoodies, Conjuring figures, Annabelle, complete with a case that says "Warning: Positively do not open." I'm positively not even going to buy one, so I don't want to be a curse. I don't want to have a curse in my house. Hand painted,
definitely buy one.
Hand painted Annabelle dolls. That's really cool. Hand painted Annabelle dolls, man. That would be cool.
Miss me?
And you got those portraits that change depending on what angle you look at them from. Here's Annabelle. Look at that. That's really cool. Yeah, slick. This one here. No, this one is really cool. It just turns into her screaming. Oh, look at that! Wow,
You can
that's
see
really
they
cool.
still got the Annabelle stuff.
And positively do not open whatsoever.
Yeah, just for that, it makes me want to open it.
Yeah, I positively will not even buy one. No, thank you. Oh yeah, Fright Fest year round. I like those designs. And you got the Fright Fest mugs. This one is really cool. This one is really cool here.
Oh,
I like.
look, Toonie Terrace.
I like that. That is really cool.
You got Jigsaw and this whole thing up here.
Toonie Terrors. That's Jigsaw. Really cool.
All right, guys. We'll be back.
These little shot glasses here. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Ah, the clown mugs. Oh, you gotta love it. Clown mugs. And the other clown mugs. Wow, they do have some really awesome stuff here to be sure. Nerds and Fright Fest lanyards too. Yeah, really cool stuff here. Well, we're gonna go check on the latest developments. Here's some skull mugs while we're at it. Skull mugs, really cool. And then over here you got the tumblers, the Fright Fest tumblers. Whoa, really cool. Yeah, really cool stuff. Shot glasses, the whole thing. Yeah, that's really cool. This shot glass has what looks like blood in the bottom of it here. That's really cool. That's really cool. And this is another shot glass, some kind of shot glass, I guess. Alrighty. Fright Fest cups. Really cool. Well, now they're going to be cursed, hope you know that. All right, we're going to check out the latest. We're going to go take a peek and see what's going on over there in the area where they're going to be building the new roller coaster, the new B&M dive coaster, the 300-foot tall B&M dive coaster. Well, over here is the construction site, or the future site of a new B&M dive coaster coming in for 2026. That's next year. They're going to be constructing it all this year. Probably got to clear out a lot of land. And have a quick peek over here. They probably got to clear out a lot of land and then begin construction. They're going to remove El Diablo. If we're understanding, they're going to remove it entirely because they wouldn't have this fence around it if they're going to let it stay. So this is definitely going out, and we can see here. We can see here that they got parts of it lying on the ground right there. And you see through there. Yeah. And the other queue line is pretty much disassembled. They haven't disassembled the ride, but that's upcoming. And over here, yeah, I can't really see through it much. Yeah, they wouldn't have a fence around that if they weren't going to disassemble it. So we're going to have a look over here and see what's going on. And right now, not much is. They've cleared some land, but they got a lot more work to do, and there's really not much going on back there right now. And it looks like a piece of equipment over there. Yeah, not much going on. They're in the process of clearing land right now and getting all this cleared out. The El Diablo will be on its way out. Otherwise, that's the reason why they have the fence around it. Some have said it might not be moving, or might be moving to a different location in the park. But we'll have to wait and see. But we can see that through there that the queue line has been disassembled and is in the process of being taken down. So we're going to be on our way out of the park now. We've had a good day today. Met up with some friends. And we're going to be coming back to the park regularly and get you all the updates on this new ride coming in, this new B&M dive coaster that's going to be over 300 feet tall, is what they're saying. So we're going to get the updates on that for you, and when it opens up next year, we'll be out here to ride it. And until then, this is Sci-Fi Dude 1 signing off from Six Flags Over Texas. Well, I should say until I come out to the park next time, not till next year, but when I'll be out to the park on a regular basis this summer, and I'll be following and the fall, and I'll be following the full construction of this new ride. And until my next visit to the park, which will be in a few weeks or in a couple of weeks, stay tuned. And this is Sci-Fi Dude 1 signing off from Six Flags.